so welcome to another Blog Tech Tips. Today I'm going to show you how to actually insert a SIM card into a Samsung Galaxy S8. That is a DUOS branded S8. So as you can see here guys, this is a DUOS branded S8. However, while it's a DUOS, it's basically the same thing as a regular Samsung Galaxy S8 with a few differences. I'll actually do a video explaining what are the differences between a DUOS branded S8 and a regular S8. But as I said, there are very few differences, alright? So if you have a DUOS model, that means you can actually do one or two things. You can use a single SIM or two SIM cards, that means two different networks, or you can actually decide to actually use a SIM card and additional memory card to expand your memory. Now you cannot actually have two SIM cards and a memory card, as that will not work, as the second SIM tray doubles as actually a memory card or a second SIM tray slot. So I'm just going to actually show you how to actually do that right now. Alright guys, so once that's out of the way, what you're going to do is going to remove the SIM ejector tool from the package that you actually got with your S8, and of course you're going to turn the phone over, and what you're going to do guys is you're going to make a straight insertion, meaning you're going to go all the way down. Do not curve this thing to the side like this or so on. You're going to go all the way down. Now you need to apply pressure, so once you actually slide it into here, you can actually just gonna push straight down, apply enough pressure in a straight line, and of course the SIM tray is gonna pop up. I can actually do that on screen right now, so I'm gonna actually do it and then I'm gonna come back. Alright guys, so I've just done it. So all you gotta do is just make sure you have firm backing, make sure you hold the phone firmly, and then of course just push down as I said, and of course you see the SIM tray actually pushing up. Just another few pointers: make sure that you're careful with the SIM tray, as it actually has a water seal around it, and of course it must be powered off for best results. So what I'm going to do is just remove the SIM tray right here. Alright, so there you go. I've actually removed the SIM tray. Alright, so here we go with the SIM tray. So I'm just going to put this aside and I'm going to show you actually what to do. Alright, so as we said guys, here I have a 32 gig memory card, also my SIM card that's over here on the left. So as you can see, the other side of the SIM tray. Now it's so easy to actually get the SIM card in, so make sure it's a nano SIM, not a micro SIM. That's the smallest one as the date of making this video. And of course what you're going to actually do guys is you're going to slip it in, so you can actually use this configuration with one SIM card or one network and actually a 32 gig SD card or higher over here. So what I actually do guys in my case is that I actually insert the 32 gig SD card. Now a little trick, you'll notice a small notch down to this section down here to the lower end, that's down here. To get the SIM card in, you'll have to actually press this in, and likewise with this one as well, but the hardest one to get in is the SD card. So I'll just demonstrate right here. It's kind of difficult, so you'll have to just bear with me a bit. Okay, so this is what I was showing you earlier. So of course I could pop the SIM card out. It comes out quite easy, right? So you can actually have two SIMs. So what you'd have to actually do here is actually have, and be careful, this thing is actually quite flexible. So you can actually slide a SIM in over here, or you could slide it in over this side right here, and of course it will fit this way. So I don't have two SIMs right now to show you, but you can actually have one here and have another SIM card over here. That's the dual SIM mode, but you don't have to actually do that. So I'm just going to demonstrate how to actually put in the SIM card effectively. So as I said, make sure the edge of your SIM card is actually smooth. Of course it will just slide right in easily, no issues. See that? Now for your SD card, now it's a little bit tricky, and here's the trick I actually used to get mine in. If you notice right here, you notice the SIM card actually is in the slot there, but it's not all the way in. It needs to be all the way in for it to work. So what I advise you to do is just apply some pressure and push that down to slide right in. If it's new, it's gonna be very hard. So what I do is this. So come up here. What I do in case this is very new, it's the first time putting this in, I actually get a surface for leverage. Make sure it's a flat surface. What I do is to slide the tray right there. Make sure there's a drop or a bump. The edge of a table will do. What I do is actually I'll catch or set the SIM card right here, right? So I'll set the SIM card right to the side. Then of course I'll actually apply some pressure and bam, it will slide right in. And I've realized this leverage method actually works very well for new trays if you're actually putting in a new tray. So once you actually do that, it will slide right in. So now if you were to put this in the phone, it will be one network plus it is MicroSD card. And of course you could always pop out the 32 gig SD card and actually slide in a second SIM, so you're on two networks. So if you're an American or someone, you could have AT&T along with another carrier such as T-Mobile or so on, alright, or any other network around the world, especially if your device is unlocked, as in most cases with these dual SIM variants. Alright, next I'm just going to put this back in, and basically that is the video. Alright, so guys, what you're going to do is just slide the tray back in, make sure it's going down as flush as possible, make sure that this notch with the actual hole is on this side, and of course you need to apply some pressure to get it all the way in, but when you're finished it should sit flush. The reason why it's hard to get in is because there's actually a seal or a water seal right there. Alright, so there you go, it's actually in, and of course if I pull up the phone it will be good right now. Just a last warning, make sure, as I said, when you're putting in the putting this thing in, make sure it goes in straight. Do not bend it to either side, straight down. Alright, and the tray should pop right out. Alright guys, Brother from Black Tech Tips with another quick tech tip. Bye.